Yo, so it's your boy Tim City, and today I'm going to be with the legend, man of many talents, a guy who's done a lot in his life. But for now, we just want to allow him to tell us who he is.
My name is Brown Lekekela. I am gender-based violence activist. I'm a community development worker here in Deep Sloot. I started to do a foundation or a temporary shelter called Deep Sloot Victim Lifeline. It's a non-profitable organization. It's a temporary shelter for survivors of gender-based violence and femicide here in Johannesburg North. We are not only catering people from Deep Sloot, but all over Gauteng and in other provinces. Through our website, people are asking for referrals wherever they are. If they are victims or survivors of gender-based violence, we do assist them with referrals wherever they are. Victim Lifeline, Deep Sloot Victim Lifeline was established in 2013. Reason being that most of the cases of gender-based violence are not reported at the police station. These incidents of gender-based violence, domestic violence happen at night. And at night, people are likely to come and assist the victims or survivors, even no matter how you can scream, people cannot come. Then one other thing is that the police station is far away from the people. It's almost 5 kilometers from where we are. And as I've mentioned that this incident happened during the night, there is no transport around 10, around 12 o'clock to go to Deep Sloot police station. So a victim or survivor had to walk from where they are to the police station. And it's risky because you might find people or abortees waiting for you in the road. Some people tried to go to the police station, even if that's the case. And unfortunately, some could not make it to the police station. They got raped and killed. And some who made it to the police station, they are raped. And their stories were that they found guys, they were fighting in the house, a man or woman, over a domestic dispute. Then they chose to go to the police station as their only place of safety that they can run to. Unfortunately for them, along the way, they got raped and survived to be killed because maybe a car just came and these guys they ran away. I was a volunteer counselor at Deep Sloot Police Station in 2011. That's where I witnessed all these things that we need centers all around Deep Sloot, where when this incident happened, as I mentioned, it happened during the night, people can quickly go to these centers and report. If we wait for the morning, you're likely to make it into the morning because some were killed by their spouse, some were killed on the road to the police station. But if we have these centers in all the extensions in Deep Sloot, I think many lives would have been saved and many cases of domestic violence would have been reported so that we can assist victims, survivors of gender-based violence and get these perpetrators to the book.
Okay. Um. Well, you are doing an amazing job, and I like the fact that you just went on and just talking about the things you do to try and make um, the community safer. But besides the work, I met a woman. Her son was born with disability of some sort, and she couldn't find a school for him. So what she did is she opened a school for other kids who might have these disabilities. You know what I mean? My question to you is, how was life back at home before you were working? Maybe as a teenager, how was that?
My life back at home was normal.
Mhm.
Most of the people, they ask me the same question, but they don't put it like the way you are asking me. They will ask me, Brown, as you are a man, we are expecting a woman to be doing this. Why you? Why a male?
Mhm.
And before I would say maybe it was God, or I will answer in anyhow, because I could not understand even myself. Why am I doing it, and why this question is so specific? And when I sit down and take a look at, took, think about how I grew up. I have a mother and two sisters, and my father was in Johannesburg or wherever looking for a job so that we can survive. So as the young boy at home, I used to look after these three females, my mother and my two sisters.
Mm.
The loos or the toilets at home, they are outside. During the night when they need to go to relieve themselves, they need myself
They need you to protect them,
to protect
to
them,
look
to
after them.
accompany them
Mhm.
to the toilet. And now, even if somebody is knocking at the door, then I'm the one who's going to attend them as a man of the house at an early age. I think around from 10 years, if I can still remember. So that's why I think maybe it each started there, knowing that women are the most vulnerable in our community
Okay.
and they need protection.
So, was there ever a case where somebody you knew personally, it could be a cousin, a sister, a friend, who went through something hectic, you know, that ignited this fire inside you to say, you know what, I want to fight and champion a better future for all?
For me, it is not a personal story for
Mhm.
me to do this. When I came to Johannesburg, I volunteered at Boselela Ulwazulwako Shopping Center, which is an HIV and AIDS organization.
Mhm.
And I was a peer educator. By peer education, we mean we were doing door to doors, distributing condoms to community members so that we can fight the spread of HIV and AIDS among the community.
Mhm.
So what we were doing when we were distributing condoms, we will find women, and many women will say, Brown, we do want to use condom for our own safety, health reasons, for STIs, for unwanted pregnancy, like we have mentioned, but our partners are not eager to use these condoms. It's either they will rape us when we try to talk about condom usage. It's either they will beat us to say what were we doing the whole day that
Mhm.
we are trying to protect, or some they are not a bulldozer, they are not fighting, they are not bully. They will just say, no, okay, I will go and eat my money wherever it pleases me, because now here at home I cannot be satisfied the way I want to. Then little did I know that it was an abuse. It was a domestic violence. It was a rape. It was a financial abuse that needs to be reported, because our assignment in those years was to make sure that people are protected from HIV and AIDS and stop spreading it. Then when I went to a training of trauma counseling, that is where I learned about this abuse, that somebody has to do something about it. There's little information that our people, our community know about, and much as now I have more information about types of domestic violence, physical, sexual, emotional, and financial. Now I need to share it with our community. Hence, I did not sit with the certificate after the training. I went to volunteer at Dipsuk Police Station, talked to social crime prevention officers saying that there is this issue in our community that I know firsthand, that there are women who are not reporting rape, there are women who are not reporting physical violence in their homes, there are women who are not reporting financial abuse. So we need to get to the bottom of it. That's how I started.
Okay. It's just me listening to this and picturing it. It sounds like it's a lot. Like it's a lot, even just on your shoulders, you know. A therapist sits down and they talk to people and whatnot, but they too have a therapist. someone whom they can go and they help them. Because remember, therapist is like a bag, and everybody just throw their clothes, their dirty clothes in that bag, you know, and it becomes a handful. Do you have something like that that helps you deal with all of this? Because even for you hearing these stories, you know what I mean, it can be a trigger, right? Do you have anything that helps you, you know?
Fortunately, here in Deep Sleuth, we have Deep Sleuth Gender Based Violence Forum,
Mhm.
whereby there are different organizations whom we are dealing with this scourge or this pandemic of gender based violence. We have different professionals in those different organizations. Then, whenever I feel overwhelmed by the work that I'm doing, I go to them to upload what I challenged, whatever the challenges that I faced.
Okay. And do you feel that department helps you?
It does help me a lot. We do share our stories. We do have a time where we, as organization who are dealing with gender-based violence, we are sharing our stories. That this is the story that I got this year that really touched my heart. And we don't give advice, but we listen to each other and pop out with some possible solution for whatever challenges that we had faced.
Awesome. Do you feel that what you're doing is enough?
For me, it is enough what I am doing because I cannot do everything on my own. We are community. There is a piece of work that everyone can do. I cannot do everything because if I try to do everything, then some of the things that they will be neglected, like family, my kids, and other personal responsibility will be neglected if I try to be jack of all trades
Yeah.
or a bulldozer.
Yeah. I mean, it takes a village to raise a child. With everything you're doing, do you feel that are you safe? Is your family safe? I would think that if a man is abusing his wife and this woman goes to you for help, the man could harm you to try and silence you or somebody close to you. Are you safe? Is your family safe?
I am not safe. We are not safe as a family because we are dealing with criminals. We are trying to help the survivors. Yes, we are doing a good job to help them, to give them a shelter, for protection, do counseling to them, and try to revive their lives. On the other hand, our lives, my life, my family life, is at risk because the very same victim whom I help or try to assist will be the one who will be going to the perpetrator when they are in a lovey-dovey mode and say, my baby, you know where I slept while you were beating me? I slept at this guy's shelter. So mind you that the guy did not know where the lady went. Yes, and now I'm exposed to a danger. And even if when you walk on the street, some guys will say, nah, this is the guy who makes our women to disrespect us because of his shelter. And fortunately, most of the people they know what I do and what I stand for, and they will try to say, it means you are the one who are beating women, who are raping women, because this guy we know what he stands for.
So you're saying the community knows that you are here championing and helping women and empowering women, you know. And I heard you talking about shelter, and I see beds in here. Would this be a place of safety if a woman is having a situation at home? They can come and sleep here till you can find something for them.
Yes, it is a temporary shelter for survivors of gender-based violence and femicide. Here where we are sitting is a reception area where we receive the client, talk to the client. They will tell me what they want to do. I don't initiate or tell them what they need to do. I will give them options, opening up a case, protection order, then they will choose. Then whatever their choices, it is my responsibility to assist them. If they open the case at the police station, that is when they will go into sleep here. If they have no place to stay, there are 4 beds here at the center that they can be accommodated. We only accommodate people, we only accommodate or give shelter, overnight sleep, or some days for people or women who open the case, who have a case number, so that it can protect me. I am a man, and now for me to justify my case, I need to say that this is the case number. I was assisting this particular client because of he or she opened the case. Other than that, it will give other people say now you open this organization to chow our women. They run to you and you do whatever that you want to do. So now for me to be protected, they need to open a case first, and so that I can assist them with a shelter. But with other services like referral, like if they need somebody to talk to, they are free to come 24/7.
Okay. And these victims, when they come and for aid from you, do they pay? Is it must they be perhaps South African, or is it anyone in need can come as long as they have a case number?
Anyone in need can come to the center. There is no payment that we require from the client who are coming seeking help. We don't any nationality, everybody is welcome. We don't say we're only helping this particular tribe or this particular citizen. No.
Yeah. So everyone on earth has some kind of protection. I know some have guns, some have a nopkiri, some believe in ancestors, that's where they go for protection. Some believe in God, some believe in themselves, some know kung fu. What sort of protection would you say you have
The protection that I have is from God.
from God?
Yes, I pray a lot. We are praying family. We believe that whatever I'm doing, whoever that I'm helping, I will get a protection from. Other than that, I can't say the police, because what time will they come here? They will come afterwards.
Okay. And when were you introduced to God? Like, is it before the organization or is it after?
Before the organization.
Meaning you grew up as somebody who just loves God.
That's true.
Okay. And how do you think he feels about what you are doing?
I think I'm the testimony of God's will. Every time when I pray, I say, God, can you please make an example of me? When people see me, they see your testimony. When they hear my story, they believe that really you are the one, you are Alpha and Omega, you are the one who made us.
Okay. And then, with that being said, how does your family feel about all of this? I mean, I know many men who go and sign up to be the police and stuff. In most cases, the women and the kids are normally not happy because it invites other things. The family could get threats. The family could get hate. And when you're helping the community, sometimes the community tends to be against you, and they make things hard for you. So how is this affecting your family? Is it in a good or bad way?
But I've done this all of my life. It's more than 20 years doing it. My kids are born through it. They are now alive, knowing that this is the job that our father is doing. They had to learn along the way. It is not easy for them, much as it is not easy for me. But I think they learn to accept that this is what my father loved to do or called to do. So what we can do as a family is to support him on his goal, which they do extremely well.
Yeah. Okay. So how do they support you? What do they do, for example?
My wife, if I am not around, she's the one who's receiving the clients, who is cleaning, and together with my kids, they do assist me. If maybe I'm not around, if maybe a woman comes with a child, my kids will be busy with the child of the survivor, making sure she feel or he feel welcomed and forget about wherever they come from, and to feel at home and to feel welcome.
Okay. That sounds like a support structure is literally important. Okay. Now, doing all of this requires a lot of. I mean, you've got a family and a wife, and you said the people who come here they don't pay anything. You know. So how is it that you were able to keep this going for all those years? Because everything
Yeah,
is money.
yes, anything is money, everything is money. That's true. There are cooperatives that they do a CSI project. It's a once-off thing. During Mandela month, they will come and say, Brown, this is 10 rand that we can give you so that you can keep on continuing doing what you're doing. During Women's Month, they will come and say, Brown, this is what we have. Even if maybe it's not money, some donate with blankets, some donate with food, non-perishable, so that people, when they're here, they can eat. Some with toiletries, people, so that they can bath, refresh themselves. And there are people who are donating with anything that they have so that for us to keep on going. But it's once off. Even now, we are heading towards 16 days of activism. I had no idea how am I going to run this organization during the 16 days of activism. Because up to so far, nobody has contacted me to say, Brown, this is how we're going to support you during these 16 days.
So I know somebody sitting there. You know how the youth are ignorant or the youth doesn't really care. But to teach, I do this video so we can teach and we can raise awareness. Um, if somebody is sitting out there and they're asking themselves, what is this 16-day activism? What is it? How would you put it?
Is to make people aware and increase the number of reporting and the services that are available for survivors. Where can they report? How do they have to report it? And um, what support can they get from reporting, or what support can they give to anyone who is in need of a support during these 16 days?
Earlier on, you said your family knows you are called to do this. In simple words, why would you say, what makes you think you are the chosen one to be called to do this? Why you?
I think everybody has been called for their own purpose. Hence, I said these questions, I cannot explain it, but I keep on doing it. So that's the only answer that I can give, saying that if now, like we are doing an interview, if I can get a call now saying this client needs a help and stuff, I can drop what we are doing and attend to that line and come back to later to you. Can we continue? And we continue where we left off. And there are so many things that I have to put the clients first, not to say it is a rule or it is an NPO rule that we need to, or but to build a principle or whatever. Is in me that if ever there is that situation, I jump.
So you said you believe in God earlier on, and this reminds me of what a parable that Jesus said in the Bible. A man. I think you should you know this. A man had 100 sheep, and one sheep went missing. He left the 99 to go get the one that's missing. You just said to me that we can be recording, And if a client calls and they need my help, I'm going to go and sort them out or help them in any way that I can. Because you know that this is good, this is okay, but the person out there is in need of emergency, yeah?
Yeah.
So, okay, I hear what you mean. And is there anything that you would like to say to anybody who's out there? Maybe a woman is being abused, maybe a man is an abuser. Do you have some encouraging words? Maybe to get the men to stop, maybe the woman to report, but like, is there anything that you'd like to say in that regard?
Men need to stop abusing women. We are all in this together. Yes, we know that there are women who are abusing men. Those men need to come and report. This shelter is gender-based violence awareness center. It is not women center, but most people who come to report these cases are women. And I heard that many men will say we are only focusing on women, not on men, because men, they don't want to talk. They believe in saying that they are being shamed when they come and report their cases. They are being called names, so hence they bottle their frustration and take it out physically to the vulnerable, which is women. And those ones, they don't stand for tomorrow. They come immediately and report what had happened. So I will encourage men to report their abusive partners to us as non-profitable organization. If they don't want to go to the police station, feeling that they will be laughed at by the police and they will make joke out of them. They can come to me, they can come to whoever community leader whom they trust, report them before it can escalate even further, so we can stop this gender-based violence.
So somebody can be sitting out there and they would like to help. Maybe they are a social worker, maybe they have a business, maybe they want to donate, either money, either, I don't know, food, whatever it is. How can they get hold of you?
We have a website, www.grindoshelter.org. www.grindoshelter.org. It is our website that has more details, information than the one that I've given. It is more detailed. Then you will get the, the banking details, how to help, how to donate, and the background of where we are coming from. Our visions and mission statements are there on the website. We are also available on call. On WhatsApp is 065 2473 643. 065 2473 643 on WhatsApp and on call. And you can leave us a message on our email is admin.grindoshelter@org. admin.grindoshelter.org. You can leave us an email there, then we can be able to assist you, or we can respond to any better information that you ask from us. We are a registered non-profitable organization. We issue a Section 18A certificate for the donation made to our center for tax purposes.
Well, just thank you for making this time to chat with me. Thank you for trusting the platform, even though it's small, but somebody out there will definitely hear this and hopefully they can get back to you. Um, the details you provided, I will attach it to this video when I post it on my socials and whatnot. Just again, continue doing what you're doing. The world needs more people like you. Like you said, you can't do everything. You know what I mean? And that people should also do their bit to help change their situations. Again, thank you. This is it. Any last words before we end it?
Now, thank you so much for you to have me so that I can tell my story and for everyone to listen to my story. And I hope that there are some people or good Samaritan who will come to our center and see where we need help and come and assist in any ways that they can.
Thank you, my brother.
Thank you.
Peace.